certain procedure that goes into place. And I think people watching those pictures, hearing that news this morning, will be reminded of the Westminster Bridge attack.
Yeah.
Know what this person's motivation was. But presumably they'll have to rule out a terror attack. The resistance in Europe, I would call it, to what's happening over COVID. We've had demonstrations in Austria. Your old boss is now, there's a likelihood that we might face more restrictions in the run-up to Christmas. Compulsory vaccination. I don't think that's something we would want people to be forced to get vaccinated.
Towards you're paying the cost.
Public vote.
Well, it's and Frankie to do the first trial. Just the food challenges you have in the castle can involve some rather unfortunate. People will have seen the scar, very dramatic scar, and what.
And it started apologising.
So much, when you were in so much, there was so much damage.
Yeah.
Ended in a completely different way. The scar is so dramatic that you may not play for Palace, but you may not have tried out for the academy and played for the team.
Yeah.
You already are a role model.
Good morning, Britain. It's just gone 6:30. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back to the show, Adil Ray.
Thank you, Susanna Reid.
And well done to Richard Madeley.
Yes.
For surviving the first night.
He's got through the first day.
In the castle. But, of course, we have breaking news for you this morning.
About the morning, absolutely devastating. It's too early to speculate exactly what's happened, but there is this report coming through that he was apparently fleeing another incident. Which doesn't make it any better, does it, really?
Awful, awful scenes. 6:41. Lots more still to come. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV. It is 6:45 and it is competition time. And Andy is in New York. Morning. We're joined now by the Mirror's Kevin Maguire. Kevin. Talk
about another group of people in the north who aren't in a good way this morning. Darren Lewis is with us from the Mirror. 7.
It's time to have a look at the weather with Laura, who's in Crystal Palace Park. Morning.
Good morning, Brent. It's just gone 7:09. It was Laura at Crystal Palace Park. I'll be off to Crystal Palace Football Club this weekend, talking of football.
Yes.
To see you guys?
Yes.
Are you going to be there?
To see your guys.
Are you going to be there?
No, I won't be there.
Oh.
No. I know you're always trying to drag me along to sports events. I just give it up. Here's Charlotte with the latest headlines at 10.
Thank you,
Charlotte. Charlotte, thanks very much indeed. Were you gripped last night by either... Tell you what, everyone your own, Adil. Everyone else was spending a night with Adele.
I know. Well, Jonathan Swain, I mean, he got very confused. He thought it was a night with me on ITV last night. Last time I was on this show, he called...
Appeared her teacher. Ms McDonald, well done. You're hugely responsible for the enormous success of Adele. A school in Balham, Chestnut Grove School. So big up to Chestnut Grove, because that's a local school in my area.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, no, a lot of kids who go to Chestnut Grove School.
They'll be buzzing in Chestnut Grove today.
Absolutely buzzing.
I thought what was great about Adele, and I've not seen her perform before or been at a concert, is her sort of chat with the audience. She's incredible, isn't she? She's very funny. I mean, there was a clip there we showed her speaking to Dawn French, and she's actually funnier than Dawn. Yeah.
Followed by a brilliant performance by... Well, I say...
A public vote.
And the public had already voted for him, so he's already on a roll.
Usually you show signs of weakness, isn't it? And then...
It'll probably be all right for him, won't it? Because I think people will get sympathy for him. Right?
I've just got to... sorry, I've just got... Well, you want Richard to be out?
No, I wanted to do all the trials.
Yes.
But I think it'll be good for him.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good for him. I think he's gold television.
Oh, I see.
He's great doing the trials.
Yes.
And I actually think it'll work for him.
Sorry,
people will sympathise.
Yes, I was just distracted because Richard has done this interview with OK Magazine, in which he's got this extraordinary quote. Speaking exclusively to OK about what he thinks Susanna will make of him in the castle, Richard said, "I think she'll fall about laughing and will think it's the funniest thing." I just want to do a language warning at 7:17 in the morning. I really like Susanna. She's a straight talker. If I screw up or make an idiot of myself, she will tell me when I come back. Not in a nasty way, though. I am sure she will enjoy watching me eat rabbit penis. Oh.
He's thought about it all, hasn't he? I mean, he's kind of visualised this and everything. I mean, it's quite... For OK Magazine.
I mean, honestly.
He's getting the preparation.
And I'm eating rabbit.
I know, exactly. Yeah. And I mean, the fact of the matter is, unfortunately...
You can vote for which of the... stars you want to take on the trials in the next show?
18 minutes past 7, still ahead on Good Morning Britain. An absolutely
Fighter, 13 matches unbeaten. But that's not the real story. He almost died, and that is not an exaggeration. He was stabbed in the chest when he was a young boy. He was hanging around the wrong crowd, is his own words, but turned his life around and now is heading to be a cruiserweight champion. Richard Riakporhe. And on top of that, he's such a charming man. And I have to say this, as a bloke, probably the most beautiful man I've ever seen. Honestly.
He's also a huge Crystal Palace fan.
Oh, yes, of course. A little bit, yeah.
Let's get the news, travel and weather where you are, and we'll speak to him shortly. 8:48 with the return of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here last night. We are joined by the show's first ever winner to reflect on who he thinks might be the next winner, Tony Blackburn. Very good finish last night.
I did a radio programme till 10 o'clock, and then I came back at 11, and because I'm coming in, I watched it.
It's not really the start you'd want.
I was very lucky. Yeah. I mean, first of all, I'm a vegetarian. That helped. I don't think they've allowed any more vegetarians on there.
Richard did say in an interview with OK magazine that he thinks that we're going to enjoy him eating unspeakable parts.
Oh. I couldn't get enough of it, and when they'd had enough of theirs, I was scooped.
When did you do it back? It's funny you say that, because you said that was really argumentative. Some people thought everyone got on far too well. Did you to increase the tension?
Yeah.
That the producers perhaps should shove them a bit closer.
Don't we?
Yes. Because he smuggled in some spices. In that? No, right.
I can vouch for that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So he's not going to stick to any rules.
Through it every night, and they're wonderful. We're having such a great time.
Do you think?
And to be able to go on stage, I love going on stage anyway, and proper theatres that we're doing.
Very much the original king of the jungle. Tomorrow from 6. Now it's time to join the rain.
Get 1 litre of Jack Daniels at Morrison's for only £16.99.